You cannot hate your way into loving yourself. Let that sink in for a second. Being a victim is probably the most idiotic decision that you could make in your life. Like, you are going to make some bad decisions. I'm going to make some bad decisions. You're going to make some fantastic decisions, as am I. Choosing to have a victim mentality is 100% always the worst decision you can make. But trying to be a victim in scenarios is just so unbeneficial for your life. And it will not only, keep your bad situation at baseline, it will actually probably most definitely make it worse. Whether it's internally or because of this victim mentality that you have and you're spreading externally, it will have a negative impact as well. Okay? So I'm going to explain why you need to, today, get rid of this victim mentality so your life can improve, because inevitably we're going to make bad decisions or something will happen to us that is not very positive. Okay? And how we maneuver around this situation or this circumstance now or in the future, going about it in a way where we're in control, we take accountability and not just become weak and become a victim, will improve our lives considerably. And what do we want? We want to improve our lives, yeah? We're not just trying to worm our way through life, because that's a recipe for an anxiety attack, okay? So let me sip my coffee, creatine honey beverage. And we're going to get straight freaking into it, yeah? I'm trying to not swear so much. I know I do it a lot on my videos. I'm not a victim. I cuss a lot, alright? I'm going to try not to do that anymore. Here we go. Let's get into it. First of all, if you don't know a good example of a victim, take Jerry from Rick and Morty, okay? I don't know if you've ever seen Rick and Morty. You probably have. Nothing is his fault. And he just goes about life and you just basically, you watch the show and you want to be nothing like him. Except a lot of people are like him. And you don't want to be anything like him, okay? So don't be a Jerry.
You self-righteous piece of shit! You took my family!
I took your family? Who do you think had more taken from them when you shot 20 cc's of liquid dream killer into my daughter? She was Rick's daughter, Jerry. She had options.
Oof.
That all ended because she felt sorry for you. You act like prey, but you're a predator. You use pity to lure in your victims. It's how you survive. I survive because I know everything. That snake survives because children wander off, and you survive because people think, oh, this poor piece of shit, he never gets a break.
Now you have a good example. Let's get into it. Alright, first of all, we need to understand and we need to learn, and not necessarily learn, but just observe, what are we labeling ourselves, like, on a daily? What are we labeling ourselves? Not even daily, but like hourly. Like, we are labeling ourselves all the time, and we don't even know it. Like, we don't even realize we're doing it. And this could be very good for us, or it could be very destructive for us as well. Sorry, this is so good. Once you start thinking about these things and you just sort of grow, expand your awareness, like almost like you're observing yourself navigate the world, you can then sort of like observe the thoughts you're having. And you need to kind of at least spend a day or two doing this, and you can really be like, on my days, I'm actually so like mean to myself, like all the time. No wonder I don't feel very confident. No wonder like I don't feel like I'm very good at things, because I'm just constantly like bashing myself all the time. Or if you are quite a confident young man, you should also observe yourself, and you might be like, oh no, what probably makes sense why I'm quite confident. I fucking gas myself up all the time, and I'm constantly giving myself like positive reinforcement in everything. Like, the first thing you do when you wake up in the mirror is like, when you wake up, you look at yourself in the mirror, you brush your teeth. What are your thoughts? Like, oh, you look like a mess today. Oh, I feel tired. Oh, I feel late. Oh, I feel sleepy. I want to go back to bed. And oh, I can't be bothered for today. And you might not think you're having these thoughts, but so many of you guys are. Like, I can't be bothered for the day. Like, whatever. What do you think is happening to you if you're saying that? First of all, when you wake up, you're in a different brain frequency, which is even more solidifying in what you're telling yourself. Second of all, if you're saying that not just yesterday, but every single day for the past few years, that's how you're waking up. Oh, I can't be bothered today. I can't be asked. Oh, Monday. Oh, Tuesday. Oh, midway through the week. Oh, bloody hell. Can't wait for the weekend. And like confirming to yourself like the weekend's like the only time where you have like some kind of excitement. And I don't even like giving this example because like me just acting is like just feels so grim. So this is just when you wake up, let alone through the rest of your day. Like if I had this coffee and I spill it all over the floor, I'd probably laugh and go, oh dear, whatever. Let me just clean that up real quick. Whereas somebody else might spill their coffee and just be like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. Oh, why has that happened to me? Like, why did that have to happen? Like, there was no need for that to happen, but it happened. And like just spiraling yourself down like this. It's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like your Uber didn't show up because he just decided to take another. Oh, why does this always happen to me? Oh, like what is that? Like just relax. It's okay. Like, it's no problem. Oh, no problem. You know what? I'm really happy that Uber didn't have that, Tevin. I'll just get another one. Maybe that one wasn't meant for me. You know what I mean? Just got to relax a little bit because it's just important for your development. So getting out of a victim mindset is pretty much all comes down to labeling yourself. You've been observing yourself for a couple of days and you feel like, wow, I'm actually really mean to myself. No wonder I feel like unconfident because I'm bashing myself all the time. No wonder I feel a bit of anxiety because I'm just reaffirming to myself that I feel like shit all the time, like when I wake up in the morning or when something goes wrong or whatever. The way we're going to fix this is by constantly reaffirming to ourselves positive things, okay? And we're going to do it with little things, okay? If something great happens to you, obviously you solidify that in your brain, okay? But let's just assume something fantastic might not happen to you today. Okay, I hope it does, but if it doesn't, you can still take all your small wins, okay? But you have to actively go and find those small wins, okay? So, for example, you can pick up a book and read a few pages. And then after you've read the book, you don't just put it back, you go, wow, I'm very intelligent. I'm a much more intelligent person today than I was yesterday. You don't have to lie to yourself and go, I'm Stephen Hawking. I'm so smart. No, you can just go, wow, I'm more intelligent today than I was yesterday. I've expanded my level of knowledge in my brain today. That's a fact. You have. If you've just read a few pages of a book that had new information inside of it, you have expanded your knowledge for the day. You can confidently affirm to yourself, I am more intelligent today than I was yesterday. Cool. Put it away. Sweet, we've just affirmed to ourselves we are more intelligent. You're always bashing yourself because of your health or how you look or whatever. Go for a little walk. Just a little walk. 20 minutes around the block. Put a podcast in, music, or nothing, whatever you want. Just go for a little walk and come back. Type 2 cardio is amazing for you. So you not only you're getting all the biological benefits, but when you come back, you go, wow, I'm a healthier person today than I was yesterday. I feel good after that walk. You know, I feel healthier. I am. This is fact. You are a healthier person after you've done your type 2 cardio. If you hadn't have done it yesterday, you are a healthier person today. Like that is just a fact. You are healthier today for doing that. Like your body will be thanking you. And this isn't all just woo-woo bullshit, although you do need to understand that we do live in a very intuitive universe and you can tap into certain frequencies. But for people who really struggle to believe that because they think the whole world's just like squares and circles and atoms, this is just neuroscience. Like, it's just neuroscience. It's just your brain. Like, you can't, this is science. You're rewiring your brain synapses. Some people who are fortunate to have just the most perfect parents and the most perfect childhood, they they make the sports team and they end up having like a really good relationship with a girl throughout school and they just have this perfect life. Alhamdulillah, like amazing for them. They will probably navigate the rest of their life absolutely smashing it because their neurons have fired and wired together in such a affirming, positive, I'm strong, I'm confident, I am charismatic, I work hard, my parents love me, I am loved, I feel loved. All these synapses are fired and wired together and stuck. So now their brain is like millions of these positively affirmed synapses in their brain. So of course they feel fantastic. Do you know what I mean? They don't have a victim mentality. Whereas somebody who has had the opposite, not amazing, like I'm not the best parents in the world and not the best childhood and didn't really have like any friends in school or whatever the situation was, let alone a girlfriend or whatever, they will then enter the real world and they have developed and they have their neurons have done the exact same thing just for their experience of life. So they have hardwired their head into thinking sort of everything's their fault and they're not loved or they're not good enough. So this is why we're doing this. We're reaffirming to ourselves and we're breaking these neurons and rewiring them. We're firing the neurons and we are rewiring them. That's what you're doing, okay? So I just wanted to explain that. Obviously neuroscience is not a super easy to understand subject, so that is very much just like the simplest way I can put it. I'm no neuroscientist, but that is just how the brain works. And I'm going to end with this, okay? I was having a conversation with my lovely housemate yesterday, one of my best friends. Shout out Taylor. Okay, he comes up to me and we're having a little conversation while we're both having a coffee. And he goes, "You want to know something?" And I go, "Yeah, what's that, mate?" He says, "The most liked people on the planet are the people who like the most people." You get me? The most liked people on the planet are the people who like the most people. You can't like everyone if you're a victim. If you're a victim, it's everybody's fault. So you just hate everyone. But going around life liking everybody and taking sort of your own accountability and go, "You know what, Miss Johnson, it's all good. You know what, Mum, no problem. It's fine. Oh, my teacher just gave me this grade. Yeah, no problem. He's a great teacher. I'm glad I learn off him. I'm just going to study a bit more." Or the Uber driver who drives off. "No problem, mate. It's fine," you know, and you get on with yourself. And you just like everyone. You like everyone, whether they give you a good or a bad experience throughout life. She made your coffee wrong at the coffee shop. No problem. Maybe she's new. I really liked her for making my coffee anyway. You know what I mean? You just like everything. You're liking everybody. And these are the people who are liked the most. And you know, maybe I'll get a comment here who someone will be like, "Oh, why so superficial? Like, why do you feel like everyone has to like you?" Mate, it's just evolution. We are creatures who are designed to be sort of kept safe so we can survive. And the easiest way to do that is to stay within a tribe. Like, if you get kicked out of the tribe back in the day, like when we're like basically hunters and gatherers, yeah, if you get kicked out of the tribe and you're on your own, you're finished, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's why we've been developed this way. Like our brains are hardwired, yeah? So being liked by everyone is fine. It's okay. Like, it's actually great. Don't build up this ego where you feel like, "Oh, nobody has to like me." And you know what I mean? Like, not everybody has to like me. Not everybody does have to like you. That's okay. But I'm just saying, if more people like you, then that is just, trust me, it's going to make your life so much easier. So much easier. And the best way to do that is to like everyone and like everything. And everything's cool. Everything's fine. It's no problem. Yeah, no problem. Spilt my coffee. Uber driver drove off. Teacher gave me a bad grade. All this. Mum had an argument with your parents or your girlfriend. It's no problem. I'm going to go fix all of that. And you know what? Actually, I'm really happy for all the lessons everybody's given me. Maybe that car ride wasn't for me anyway. I'm glad she's still learning how to make coffee. I'm going to fix this relationship with my parents and my girlfriend. And it's all good. Yeah? And this is just the bad experiences that happened to you in life. All the good experiences that happen to your life, you reaffirm them as well. Anyway, I've got to end it now because this is a crazy long video. But Don't be a victim. Everything is your fault, but that can be taken in the most beautiful way possible, not in the worst way possible. Don't be a Jerry, be a king, yeah? And go navigate your life in a much more optimal, positive, reaffirming way. Rewire your brain and reinvent your life. Stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe if you like the video. If you don't want to subscribe, I'm glad that you liked the video anyway, and let's have it. All my links are down below in the description, so if you want to message me on Instagram, that's cool, we can have a little talk. Or my Telegram, that's a free chat you can join, or you can book in a call with me on Calendly. If you want a bit more of a personal approach, we can have a little conversation. Absolutely fine by me. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace.